Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. I loved Spiderhead. What a fascinating story. Eric, I would love to know how you first came across it. Did you read the George Saunders short story first? Did you hear of it as a script first? What made you want to leave your mark on it?
Well, I read the story, and I actually I don't even know if Joe knows this, but I was telling our agent, we share an agent, coincidentally, and I was telling my agent about this short story, and he said, I heard they're trying to adapt it as a film. And I knew the writers who were writing it on spec, Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, who wrote Deadpool, among other things, Zombieland. And I called them, and I didn't, I doubted anyone's ability to adapt George Saunders and preserve the George Saunders of it all. And so I called them and asked if I could read it, and then after I read it, I called them and asked them if, hey, could I produce this? Because I think you guys nailed it. And then and from that, though it took a while, from that point, we beginning with Joe, we put together this amazing team that just doesn't have a weak link, and went and made this really special, cool, amazing, true to George Saunders film. So it's been a great experience.
That's awesome. Speaking of an amazing team, Joe, it seems like you love working with Miles Teller. And in this film, very much, I was picking up what you were putting down. I was like, I'm seeing the vision. So can you talk to me about the vision? What do you like about him as an actor? What do you like about working with him?
I think what makes Miles so interesting is he's unpredictable. When he's on screen, you're leaning forward because you don't quite know how he's going to play the next beat. And that's a very special thing that only few people have. And, Miles, I think, is kind of a natural talent. He has incredible range. He's a deeply emotional actor, and it's just one of those people that you can connect with on screen. And so, yeah, it's my third movie with him. And what I liked about this is it's a different character, certainly, than the other two roles I've done with him, and I think anything that he's done before. And that Jeff is a very vulnerable, malleable character, kind of being charmed by this charismatic Steve Amnesty for the first 2/3 of the film. And not until he kind of figures out what's going on does he take control of the narrative. And that was something that was new for Miles, and I thought would be a great challenge for him.
Speaking of the charismatic Steve, I feel like it's not a role that I would normally think of for Chris, because I think of him, I think, a god, or at least a very nice man. So do you think that that is what makes it so easy for characters to follow instructions that one would hope in real life they would not wish to?
Yeah, I mean, I think Chris's natural charisma is that's one of his kind of superpowers. And what we liked about casting an actor who hadn't done a role like this before is that the viewer is also kind of falling for Amnesty's sales pitch for the first half of the film. That was something we really liked about casting someone who hadn't done it before. And obviously to get Chris in the film was incredible. And then I think even for us, he exceeded our expectations really for the role, and really threw everything he had into it and made something really special.
Absolutely. Well, you guys did an amazing job. I cannot wait for everyone to watch it so we can all discuss, which ones we would take, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Have a great night.
Bye.